The silent crisis inside America had a mental health struggle. Story strip. It was 2:17 a.m. in quiet apartment in Chicago. The city outside was alive. Distant sirens passing cars and neon lights flickering against glass windows. But inside everything was still. Jason sat on the edge of his bed, staring at his phone. Dozens of notifications, messages, work emails, social media likes, and yet not a single one filed read. He was not sad in the way people imagine sadness. He was not crying. He was not broken. He was empty. Jason was 29, a stable job, a decent apartment, a good salary. From the outside, he was doing exactly that society told him to do. Keep going, stay strong, do not complain. And the listened. Every day he woke up, went to work, smiled at colleagues, laughed at jokes, and said, I am good when people asked how he was. But the truth, he had not felt good in years. This is not just Jason's story. This is American silent crisis, a crisis that does not stream, it does not make headlines every day. It does not always look like pain. Sometimes it looks like success across the United States. Millions of people are quietly battling something they cannot fully explain. Anxiety that keeps them awake at night. Depression that makes even simple tasks feel impossible. A constant pressure to perform, to succeed, to never fall behind. But here's the twist, most of them never talk about it because in a culture that celebrates strength, vulnerability is often mistaken for weakness. Man up, be grateful, others have it worse. These words do not heal, they silence. Jason remembered the last time he tried to open up. It was during a lunch break at work. He said, I have just been feeling off lately, like nothing really matters. His workers laughed lightly and replied, Bro, you just need a vacations. So Jason smiled and never brought it up again. Weeks turned into months. The silence grew louder. He started losing interest in things he once loved music, gym, even meeting friends. He was not living, he was exciting, and that's the craziest part of the crisis. It hides in plain sight. The co-workers who seems just tired, the friends who cancels plans again and again, the family member who says, I am fine a little too quickly. Behind closed doors, the reality is different. People sitting alone in their room, questioning their purpose, scrolling endlessly, comparing their lives to others, feeling like they're falling behind in a race they never signed up for. America moves fast, too fast sometimes. Success is measured in productivity, worth is tied to achievement, and in this race, mental health become an afterthought. Jason's breaking point did not come with a dramatic moment. It came quietly. One morning he woke up and simply could not get out of bed, not because he was physically sick, but because his mind refused to move. For the first time, he whispered to himself, I cannot do this anymore. That moment, as small as it seemed, changed everything because for the first time He admitted the truth, not the word, but to himself. And that's where healing begins, not with perfections, not with immediate solutions, but with honesty. Jason's inwardly reached out not to a large audience, not on social media, just one person, a therapist, and later a close friend. It was not lazy, it felt uncomfortable, it felt unnatural, but it was real. Slowly, things began to shift. Not overnight, there will still hard days, still moments of doubt, but now he was not alone in them, and that's the message America needs to hear. This crisis does not end with silence, it ends with conversation, real ones, messy ones, honest ones, because mental health is not a luxury. It's not something only a few people deals with. It's human. If you are watching this and you feel like Jason, like something inside you is off, like you are tired but cannot explain why, like you are surrounded by people but still feel alone. You are not broken, you are not weak, and you are definitely not alone. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do it is say, I need help, because in a world that never stopping moving, taking care of your mind might be the most important step forward. America's biggest crisis is not always loud. Sometimes it's the silence we choose to ignore. And thank you.